And we'll end the day on some positive news. For Star Trek fans, okay, back a few years ago, CBS and Viacom split, and the rights to Star Trek split with it. And we ended up with Crap Trek, okay? And now CBS and Viacom strike a deal to recombine. That lady you see there, you can thank her because she was the majority. What she did was she started buying up shares, okay, of CBS and Viacom. And what she did when she became a majority shareholder in one, made them want to combine. And so what this does is it recombines the Star Trek rights. So I expect this to be news everywhere. Okay, you're going to have a lot of Trekkies going, yeah. You're going to have a lot. Hopefully, this will all depend on whether this lady can fix what they've done to that IP. Okay, basically, what I would do is I would scuttle all the garbage. Okay, that's basically been the last few years and start over for Christ's sake. I mean, come on. This is just, it's too dark, it's too gritty, it's too, it doesn't follow any of the canon. It makes a mess, uses, uh, it, you know, while Gene Roddenberry of the day did some things about the politics and issues of the day, he did it in a clever way that didn't offend people. Regular people, okay? All right? You don't need every single starship to have a gay guy on it. Okay? They're only 2% of the population. Okay? That means out of a ship of 400, there's maybe, 6 to 8 of them that are gay. Not to strike you gay guys down, but the odds of someone being gay on the bridge, pretty low, isn't it? And in fact, if you really want to follow canon, Sulu had kids. You see it in one of the movies. Just because he personally was gay doesn't mean, it just means that, hey, they were giving opportunities to actors like what's her name there? Michelle Nichols, and other people like Sulu the opportunity to act. And they did good jobs. Okay? Get around all this stupid politics and stuff and start writing and creating again. Okay? Give us something out there. Okay? Like, and here's where I was at. I was actually sitting in a large Star Trek channel and I was talking about doing some of this 3D stuff. I've got models, okay, guys, for every Star Trek ship, okay, that's ever been in any show or movie except for from Discovery onwards. I don't consider any of that Star Trek, okay? And I was going to push to make something up here in Canada because technically we had 50 years of copyright until Donald Trump came along. And for some reason, he loves Hollywood because the new trade deal, they wanted us to add 25 years to our copyright and change the way that the copyright law worked, okay? Because right now, the way it works with television, it's from when something is created, okay? So if you create something, okay, and don't publish it, it's from the date of creation, okay? That puts an interesting twist on Lord of the Rings, okay? Because some of his stuff was created in the 40s and not published until, the late 50s, okay? That's what we're talking about. It's like, well, if you're creating stuff and you're not publishing it, you're telling society you don't want to make any money with it, so therefore we're going to put the clock on you, right? And and you only get that set time, okay, for television, right? And now they've pushed it so that it's just like music. So instead of having public domain Star Trek up here in Canada, right, as of right now, which technically is because they haven't signed the deal quite yet, it'll be 2047. So I don't see any benefits to copy anything that's copyrighted. Okay, I don't, as a human being that goes to the store, pays taxes when I buy things and everything else, I don't see any benefit to it. Okay, this is a problem. Okay, because this is why younger kids and everybody else pirates. They don't see the benefits to any of this shit, and it's so expensive. I mean, you got look at all the remakes. Remake of this, remake of that, remake of this, and they've run out of so many ideas. They're doing fruity things like turning James Bond into a black woman. Holy balls! What the hell's that about? You know, I like that Wakandan movie there. I thought that was all right. That's okay. You don't like what's next? They're gonna 5 years from now they're gonna turn all Wakanda into a bunch of white guys in the middle of Africa doing all this just because they've run out of ideas. Maybe it'll be a bunch of short little white midgets. Hey, like it's such a joke Hollywood now that it's not funny. This is why people use YouTube, and are into games. Okay, we've given up on the movies and TV because it's such garbage all the time. This is a little bit of hope in that little scene there. Okay, but who's running it? A woman. Are we going to get, you know, SJW politics out of this woman? I don't know. I haven't read up on her. But she seems like a smart business lady. Then she's doing at least one thing that can combine them. And then once the assets are combined, you can actually go back and have next generation stuff. And you can have old school Star Trek stuff. It unites the rights. Okay? So... And this is what the reason she's able to do this is because these other idiots, when they split the rights, and we've got all that garbage from the Star Trek, they don't have anything left to give us. Okay, the rest of us are saying nope, we don't want that. Okay, I'm not even playing the Star Trek Online game anymore. I used to play that pretty a lot, and I'm like nope, I uninstalled it. Okay, so we'll see, lady. We'll see.